Please listen to me. Believers, don't just stay at knowing what God says to do. You must obtain grace to do it. If he says the fervent effectual prayer of the righteous man availeth much, then pray. If he says man shall not live by bread alone but by every word that proceeds, then take the word seriously. If he says two are better than one, then pay attention to relationships. If he says a diligent hand shall be made fat, then fight laziness. If he says after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise, then obtain grace to be patient. Is someone learning tonight? Your destiny is at the mercy of your obedience, not just God's power. God's power is ever willing to be made manifest in your life, ever ready to be made manifest, but it's at the instance of obedience. If you do not obey God, he assumes that you chose to disobey him, and he will respect your will, because obedience is activating your will. God gave you the power to choose, and obedience is you saying, Lord, I agree with you. The official way to say amen is not just to verbalize amen, is to do what God says to do. When you do what God says to do, you are actually saying amen. I agree with you. Let it come to pass as you have desired. Who has learned tonight? God desires that we stand upon the word. I'm praying that God will raise from this teaching believers who are unshakable. Now you know the loose ends to tie. For someone, what you have learned tonight is that you have desires, but you have not been secured enough to bring them under the radar of God's will. You now go back and to spell out those desires. For someone, you are going to be on a very constructive search to learn the ways of God. Listen to my message, exceeding great and precious promises. I capture within that teaching a number of promises